Prior to joining the National Party, Chris Bishop was a tobacco lobbyist.
A rare interview with tobacco giant Philip Morris, which owns Marlboro, the world's biggest selling brand of cigarette. I'll talk to New Zealand spokesman Christopher Bishop.
He manipulated and lied to people to get them to smoke, continue smoking and not quit.
Try and encourage people who've made the decision to smoke
Do
to
you
smoke
not have
our
a
products.
bit more faith in the flavours that go into them, things like chocolate and cinnamon, to make it taste nice, because apparently just plain old tobacco tastes like smoked foot. Would that realistically be happening somewhere down the line, that those ingredients can get slowly taken out?
Well, some countries have looked at that, but again, there's not any evidence that removing ingredients from cigarettes makes any difference in terms of smoking uptake rates.
Chris Bishop put the profits of big tobacco before the health of thousands of Kiwis.
Where the regulations, we have an excessive impact on us, we try and persuade governments to not go down the regulatory route. That's certainly what we're doing with plain packaging. That's certainly what we're doing in terms of point-of-sale display bans.
Let's be really, really blunt about this. You guys aren't worried about the tax take. You're not worried about the black market. You're worried about your customers disappearing. That's the bottom line, isn't it? This is how you make money.
Well, we are worried about retailers. We are worried about the impact of plain packaging on intellectual property treaties that New Zealand is subject to, and global trade treaties.
He's immoral, yet National is more than willing to let shills like this be high-ranking members of their party. Despicable. It's not even the first time National got someone from big tobacco in Parliament in the last decade, as former MP Todd Barkley worked for the same evil tobacco company that Bishop did. This guy had a pretty big scandal. National hires tobacco lobbyists because they are good at manipulating.
There will always be people who want to make the decision to smoke. And the critical question is, do we want them to buy cigarettes in a legal market that's regulated, where we can control who the cigarettes go to and they pay tax on the product they consume? Or do we want them to buy cigarettes from organised criminals who sell indiscriminately to minors and don't pay any tax on the product? I think the answer is pretty obvious. Is it really realistic for the government to expect that no one in New Zealand will smoke at that time? And again, given that people will continue to want to smoke in New Zealand, do we want them to smoke through a regulated market where we can control access to minors and where people pay tax on the product, or do we want them to purchase from organised crime?
Do you smoke?
I enjoy an occasional cigarette, yeah.
With so many deaths each year caused by smoking, blood is on Chris Bishop's hands.
We have great respect for our customers, and we have great respect for the people who make the decision to smoke.
All right, Christopher Bishop.